what happened and what's got me into this position was that I didn't pay my property taxes, and for a few years, obviously, I always paid them before, but I got sick. I've got this multiple sclerosis, and I had a lot of financial problems as well. But I was under the impression that I was okay, because I had actually called the treasurer's office, because I started getting these warnings. It was around, I think it was 2014. Then they were threatening to sell my house then, and I was calling them saying, "What are you saying? You're going to sell my home? What is?" And they said, "Oh, don't worry about it. It's not going to happen. Don't worry. You'll just have to pay off the lien at the end when you sell it." And I thought, okay. I mean, there was this person. I'm pretty sure I went there this past week. I'm pretty sure it was the same woman that said that to me that time. But now she said, "Oh yeah, well we would have said that at that time because it was that time of the year." So they told me not to worry. So I didn't worry until they sold my home. So they sold my home, which I paid $6,000 for, to a developer in Fort Collins who doesn't own it anymore. She sold it to someone else. They sold it for $175, my $6,000 home. As a matter of fact, it should be worth more than that here with the values in Vista Village. Now, I have to emphasize, that is the only thing I have in the world, the only money I have in the entire world. So they took everything I had and just said, "That's it. You didn't pay the taxes. That's it. You got nothing." And a lot of people have been fighting it. We started this email campaign. All kinds of people have mailed stuff to the city council, to the treasurer's office, to the DA's office, and to the person who bought the thing, trying to just say, this is like, I mean, there was a tremendous outrage because this is like savage. I mean, I'm seriously ill, you know, and I'm taking care of this bird, you know, and this bird needs care too. This creature needs a roof over its head, or I'm going to lose her. And this is like, I still can't believe it. I actually think that Boulder County and city need to make very strong statements right now that this is not going to happen here anymore. Because if this is going to keep happening here, then myself and people like me are going to find ways to make it very, very public. Because this is ridiculous. This is horrible.
And what are you going to do now? What are you going to do now that they've sold your home?
Well, I hope I'm going to get it back. I'm working on that. If I don't get it back, I don't know what I'm going to do. I really don't know. There was a guy here when you came in that was trying to help me figure out what the heck I do, so I ended up on the street. Pretty serious.
And what do you have to say to the city of Boulder?
Well, to the city or the county, we're talking. They're two different entities. The city has really tried to settle this, and I thank them very much for doing that. And they are working very hard to settle this. And what they are working against is the county. And Boulder County, that's a whole nother story. Now, I know there's what's being told to me by the treasurer's office is that this is the law. We just have to apply the law, period. Even if what we do is completely savage and completely stupid, we have to apply the law, period. That's what they're saying. And I'm like, well, that means you take my home, right? And you treat me like I'm less than human because the law says so? I think this requires further discussion.